So what's up, guys? Just checking in. There's kind of a lot of hoopla around Black Ops right now. So I really just wanted to jump on and talk to you guys a little bit about what I've been spending my time on while I'm playing Black Ops right now. So what you're looking at is actually my first game on the Escalation map pack. And it's kind of funny because I didn't even expect to do this well in my first game. It's on Hotel. It's a Domination gameplay. I went 30-0, so I had a flawless gameplay on my first round ever on the Escalation map pack. Never even seen the map, and that's what happened. So I was pretty surprised myself. But I did this while live streaming on Justin TV too. So there are a lot of other witnesses out there that saw my first game. But yeah, so I really don't want to talk about that so much as I do the competitive playlist. So I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but there is a new playlist in the bare bones section of matchmaking for Call of Duty Black Ops. And that little competition playlist you see there is something that is pretty important to me. And first and foremost, just have to go ahead and say thank you to David Vonderhaar from Treyarch, as well as Jay Puryear and a couple of the other guys that work there for the developers at Treyarch. They did an outstanding job in creating this competition playlist. It's really similar to Major League Gaming rules, and although it's not a Major League Gaming playlist, it is definitely a way for anybody out there who's interested in competing in Major League Gaming events or on game battles. It's definitely a way for those guys to get better, and it really helps our community out because even my team of four, our pro team, can go on there, and being one of the best teams in the world, we can still get practice out of it and get to know the game types better and just become better players overall. So that says a lot, coming from us, because we've never had that actual capability to go in and actually scrimmage on a playlist. We've always had to contact other teams or well-known teams to play against us so that we could practice. But now we're able to do that instantly by hopping onto the playlist. So for anybody out there who hasn't gotten the chance to play in the competitive playlist, I definitely recommend at least going to check it out. Even if you're not interested in being a competitive player or a pro gamer or competing in Call of Duty, I think it's definitely a good experience. You definitely can get better at playing Call of Duty in general by playing on that playlist. There are quite a few things that you'll notice when you jump into it that are different than traditional public games on Call of Duty. So the major first thing is kill streaks. There are no kill streaks on the competition playlist at all. And that's something you definitely see in game battles and mainly Major League Gaming rule sets. Never have kill streaks. Second, you're not allowed to use equipment at all. So that's not going to be effective for you one bit. Not using equipment really makes the game more tactical and a little more strategic. So there are a few other things in that playlist that are different. There are a couple perks that are banned, like Flak Jacket. Even though you can still use the perk Flak Jacket on your class, it's not going to give you any abilities in the game other than your soldier's appearance. So you're still going to get killed by grenades when you use Flak Jacket. And there are also attachments that are banned as well, like Rapid Fire. If you strap Rapid Fire on your 74U and then jump into that playlist, you'll notice when you begin the game that your 74U is going to be bare instead of having Rapid Fire on it. So pay attention to a few of the rules heading into the playlists, and you can find those updates on the Call of Duty forums or just on the Treyarch informational sites. You should be able to find those on the web somewhere, what all the rules are on the competition playlist. But I'm super excited just to be able to play that, and I'll probably be bringing you guys a ton of gameplays, probably do some map breakdowns and game type breakdowns for the competition playlist, since it is so similar to the Major League Gaming game types. But yeah, I'm still cruising around here on this Hotel Domination. I almost got killed right there, but I turned on that guy and it saved my ass. So I made sure I had this awesome gameplay here for you guys to watch. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I guess I can talk a little bit about the new map pack these maps are actually pretty cool. I'm enjoying them a lot. Although they might not be suitable for competition, they're definitely a lot more textured and a lot more nice looking. I just think they look great. The hotel is awesome. I mean, when you walk around the map, everything is so detailed, and I think this is really the future of Call of Duty maps. Although I don't really like so much of the clutter, it still looks good to me, you know, and I guess that's important. I really like symmetrical maps, and this one right here isn't so symmetrical. You know, there's a lot going on each side. On the A side here and on the C side, there's a lot going on. The B domination area is pretty wide open, I guess, but you know, it's not very symmetrical in the sense that, you know, when you're on one side of the map, it looks similar to the other side of the map. They're definitely completely different. And the elevators on this one side are kind of a cool feature. I like it. I think that's something that Treyarch needs to focus more on. I don't really like the rocket launching on launch so much, or you know, some of the other things they've added in the maps, like the gates. But the elevators are pretty cool. I thought that was a cool feature that they added in. You know, I could go without them. I really don't think that it's something that's going to enhance the gameplay a ton, but you know, just to be able to play the map for fun and have a good time with it, the elevators are definitely a cool thing, you know, especially in Search and Destroy, when somebody comes up the elevator and there's a claymore waiting for them, or, you know, there's just something unexpected that happens when you go up and down the elevators. But I got the chance to play, you know, all of the maps yesterday. It was the first day of the release, and I have to say that I was pretty impressed. You know, the only map I really think that has a chance of being a competitive map in the Escalation map pack is probably Convoy, but it would probably have to be a capture the flag map, since the B domination area is so wide open. There's just no cover there in domination on Convoy when you're trying to capture B. But I think it might be a viable CTF map. That's something I really want to test out here soon. But yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool playing them for a few hours, and I really enjoyed the other ones as well. You know, I got a chance to play quite a bit yesterday, so I'll probably be bringing some breakdowns of those as well, the Escalation maps, but more so in the sense of debating whether or not they could be competitive game types. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Like I said, it's a flawless 30-0 gameplay on Hotel. It was my first game in the Escalation map pack, so it was kind of unexpected again, but at the same time, I'm not going to take it back. It was pretty sweet to have a flawless gameplay at the very beginning of my Escalation experience. I hope you guys are enjoying the maps. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Hey, you sucker! You didn't stay in school, you did drugs, you were bad to your mother, but I pity the fool that don't subscribe to Hastro's YouTube website. My prediction for you, if you don't do that, is